If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share. Will Germany survive recession and regain economic strength? In recent months, numerous reports have highlighted the collapse of the German economic model amid headlines about deindustrialization. Over the years, Germany has relied on engineering and high-quality goods, as well as cheap Russian gas, to power its energy-intensive industries. With parliamentary elections looming on February 23rd, the focus has mostly been on immigration, while Europe's largest economy has been in recession for 2 consecutive years. Friedrich Merz, head of the Christian Democratic Union or CDU, is expected to win the election, but he faces major challenges, according to a report by DW. Last week, Porsche announced plans to cut 1,900 jobs when the job guarantee period ends, and the ceramics company Wunthal announced it would close one of its factories by the end of next year. Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, Germany has lost around 250,000 jobs in the manufacturing sector, according to the Financial Times. Unemployment has been rising over the past months, and this trend is expected to continue in the coming months, meaning we could pass the 3 million mark, said Klaus Wohlrebe, a researcher at the IFO Center for Macroeconomics and Surveys in Munich. What is causing the recession in Germany? German companies are facing many problems. One of the biggest problems now is uncertainty, said Wohlrebe. The country is in a transitional government, and no one knows what the future economic agenda will look like. Companies have stopped investing and are waiting, and that also applies to consumers who are worried about losing their jobs, are more cautious when shopping, and more inclined to save. Even if the next government can reassure businesses, major shifts in global political alliances are creating uncertainty, especially with the America First policies promoted by U.S. President Donald Trump. A crisis deeper than just economic uncertainty. German industrial production peaked in 2018 before major shocks such as the COVID pandemic, supply chain problems, and the European energy crisis, says Klaus-Jürgen Gern, a researcher at the Kiel Institute for the World Economy. Last year, industrial production fell by 4.5%. This problem is across the board, but it is most pronounced in core German industries such as cars and machinery, while other industries such as pharmaceuticals, aircraft, and ships are making some exceptions. Gern points out that Germany faces internal problems such as regulatory burdens and weak public infrastructure, as well as ongoing uncertainty about economic policies. He also pointed to another demographic problem, with the baby boomers expected to leave the labor market in the next decade, which could exacerbate the shortage of skilled workers, prompting companies to rethink their investments in domestic production capacity. Why is Germany no longer the export champion it once was? Germany uses a lot of energy, especially electricity and gas, to power its large factories, electric vehicles, data centers, and other new technologies. In the past, German companies relied on cheap gas from Russia, but Russia's invasion of Ukraine in early 2022 ended that relationship, forcing Germany to look for alternative energy sources, sending prices soaring. The main increase in energy prices is the result of higher gas prices, said Kunal Husev, a researcher at the Bruegel think tank in Brussels. The EU imports much less Russian gas than before the war, forcing it to import liquefied natural gas, LNG, at higher prices than in world markets. Intense competition from China. China's rapid expansion in high-tech industries is another factor affecting the German manufacturing model. At the beginning of this century, China still manufactured and exported consumer electronics, clothing, and household goods, and was an important growth market for many German companies. Now, however, China is making its own cars and other goods that compete with German products, and is occupying domestic and international markets. Wohlrebe said that Germany should prioritize investment in education infrastructure, climate protection, and defense, while reducing inefficient state subsidies and social transfers. He also pointed to the importance of providing a diversified and secure energy supply. Gern, however, believes that it is necessary to improve the business environment for small and medium-sized enterprises, rather than focusing on attracting large projects. Reducing corporate taxes and improving investment incentives is just one element of this equation, Gurn explained, adding that reducing bureaucracy and regulatory hurdles are also key ways to get German industries back on track.